Hello everyone, welcome back to Base Damage, and welcome back to Community Fridays. Since I gypped Cowboy out on a deck profile last week because of the 4th of July thing, and Encore Deck's not wanting to show me translations, I figured I might as well show one of his decks off this week. This week we have, it's Kaguya-sama, but he titled it Katy Perry. I'm gonna have to ask what the fuck this means later, but still, I guess once, she changes her mind like a girl changes clothes, But it is a very interesting 4 standby, 4 pants build for Kaguya-sama. So I wanted to take a look at this. I'm not as familiar with a lot of the Kaguya-sama cards anymore because it's been forever since I've looked at stuff. I think I remember this, the Blessed Me one. Okay, it is the trial deck one. That was the only one that had, I kind of recognized at all in here. So let's get right into this. So this is 3 color. We have, which standby doesn't give a fuck about color, but whatever. The top ends are gonna look like they're all gonna be red, blue, and yellow. So with the one splash of green, so you can have all 4 colors on the field at the same time, I guess. So, all right, so let's get this started. We have Fireworks Display Miyuki is a 3/2 10k. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, you can heal 1, always good. When I Can Hear the Fireworks is placed on your climax area, and this is in your center stage, choose one of your other shooting characters and stand it. So a restand effect on a level 3. Typically the restand effects like this you'll see on the level 1 cards and stuff. So this is kind of interesting. I mean, it's still cool because you can stand by this in early, and then, or you could even I guess the idea is to hard cast this. You get to heal 1. Then you play the standby, you summon something else. And then you can stand that and then work with it. So, oh, this is a whole Exodia combo. Okay, so there's a whole fireworks display thing. Sorry, I'm reading through this. I'm like, those are 3 other different fireworks display cards. So I guess that is the point, is you're trying to get the 4 colors on the field. Oh, Katy Perry, baby, you're a firework. Oh, it clicked. It clicked, Cowboy. I got you, fam. When this card attacks, if I Can't Hear the Fireworks and you have the 3 other, the Kaguya, the Yu, and the Chika, you can deal 1 damage to your opponent. That's it. That is the game plan right there. Okay, hold on. Double checking. There's a Kaguya, or the Vice President Kaguya is the other level 3. And then Fireworks Display Yu and the Chika. So, I'm assuming the idea would be to summon this off of the standby and then stand it. And then it's also part of the combo with the Fireworks Display. 3/2 10k Vice President Kaguya. When this is, if this card is in your center stage, all of your shooting characters gain 1500 power. When this card attacks, you can pay 1, pitch 1. If you do, put the bottom 3 cards of your opponent's deck into their waiting room. Deal X damage to your opponent equals to the number of climaxes amongst those cards. So I don't know if you just want to try to play 2 of these and try to go for that, or if you want to try 2 of the Miyuki. I don't know. We'll have to see. Anyway, there may be some other effects and stuff in here. Fireworks Display Yu, a 2/6k. Gets 1,000 for each of your other shooting characters and character encore. So it's your typical standby 2/2 that ends up becoming a 10k with character encore. But its name is vital to the end of the Exodia combo. 2 copies of Full Throttle Yu, so 2165. Okay, so this is actually interesting. All of your level 3 or higher characters in front of this gets 2k, so extra little assist there. When your opponent uses Brainstorm, if a climax is put into their waiting room by that effect, choose one of your characters. That character gets 2k power till end of turn. They have to be mindful, because you could just, this is you can use this as many times as they brainstorm and reveal climaxes. Well, no, okay, so it's not per climax. It's just if a climax gets revealed it's per brainstorm. But it's not like you, okay, so I had to double check and reread this. It's not like if you got lucky, you milled 3 climaxes. It's not like I get lucky and get to give 3 different characters 2k. It's just if a singular climax gets milled, it doesn't matter whether it's 1 or 4, you get to give a character 2k. So it's just something to be mindful of. So depending on how many brainstorms you want to do. So 2 copies of that. 1 copy of Chika Having Faraway Thoughts. That's just her in general. But 145. It's your anti-change. If this card becomes reversed, the level of the card's battle opponent is higher than your opponent's level. You may put that character into your opponent's stock. If you do, your opponent puts the bottom card of their stock into the waiting room. So, anti-change stock bomb, can't go wrong there. Considering there's no backups in here, that is your anti-change that you have to worry about. So, 4 copies of Skill, A Maiden's Tears, Kaguya. Say 1/155. If you have 2 or more other Shuchins, this gets 2k and has character encore. Your typical 1/1 standby target. Very good though. Always good to have. So, alright, so 4 copies of 105 Uncertainty and Expectations, Kaguya. This is from the Trial deck. At the beginning of your encore step, if Blessed Me is in your climax area, this card is in your center stage. Your hand has 6 or less cards. Look at up to 3 cards from the top of your deck. Choose any one Shuchin character amongst them to your hand. And then put the rest into your waiting room. So, there you go. This does kind of a twofold thing, which you do have to be mindful of. But it does let you kind of like filter through to the cards that you want to be able to play. And then put more standby targets into the waiting room. So, honestly, I kind of get like the twofold approach here. So I'm certain there's other combos that could be done with this, but hey, it works. Next is Supreme Bliss Chica That Face. 001k. Let's see. When this is placed on stage from hand, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a Shuchin character, choose one of your characters. That character gets 2k power till end of turn. So just, in general, just buff, which can matter. I guess it kind of matters because the Blessed Me is only a 1k one. So this is only like a 6k. It's not like you have to worry. She doesn't have to reverse or anything, but you'd like for her to survive. Okay, she doesn't have to reverse, but it's at the beginning of Encore Step, so you don't care if she gets reversed or not. Huh. Okay, never mind. I was going to make a point of, you'd still want to get over the characters, but it's like, it's at the beginning of Encore, before she even goes, so even if she's reversed, the effect goes off. As long as they don't have removal like a memory kick or something, right? When this is placed on stage from hand, you can pay 1, put the top card of your deck into your clock. If you do, search your deck for a level 1 or lower character, the Ricky of the set. Understandable there. 4 copies, most definitely. 4 copies of Fireworks Display Chica, the last piece of the Exodia combo, which does give... okay. This gives the other Kaguya's 500 power. This gives the level 3 Kaguya, part of the Exodia combo, 500 power. And it does work. Uncertainty and Expectations is this one. I really like it when any set does this. Because this is from the booster set, where it says uncommon there. But it works for something in the trial deck. That's so cool. It's actually also, the Brainstorm is specifically for this combo setup, which is very interesting. Pay 1, rest this, mill 4 for each Blessed Me, which is specifically the trial deck combo, and the I Can't Hear Fireworks. For each one, search your deck for a Shuchin character, add it to your hand, and give a character plus 1k power until end of turn. This is specific for this setup, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that when like sets do that. You want to have options and stuff, but I don't mind Exodia combos or Brainstorms that require specific setups. Yes, they lock you into you are just running those climaxes, but it's still cool. I still like it. It would have been neater if you could have milled like 5 instead of 4, but I think as this has been out for a minute, probably not going to be in that era where they were doing that. I don't know. Dignified Appearance, Kaguya. On play, look at 2 cards from the top of your deck, put them back in any order, and it's a Climax Swapper. This is actually really good. So, the Climax Swap is from Waiting Room, not from deck. So, 4 copies of Vice President's Pride, Kaguya. 0015. It's a double rare. If your hand has 5 or more cards, this gets 2k. Placed on stage from hand, look at up to 3 cards from the top of your deck. Oh, okay. You don't run any events. I think this is just to I think this is just to mill more standby targets or something. Because what it says is look at up to 3 cards from the top of your deck. Choose an event amongst them, reveal it to your opponent, add it to your hand. If you put 1 card into your hand, choose 1 card in your hand to put into the waiting room. But the other 3 that you revealed all go. The other cards from the 3 that you revealed go to the waiting room. So this could just be a starter. This could just be a 3/5 level 0. But if you wanted to put standby targets into the waiting room, you could choose to just do the reveal and they just go and they just basically, it's basically like a Light Sworn card. You just mill the top 3. Because no events would get revealed because I don't see any events in here. I'm double checking. You could add events, but you don't need to. So it's just like either a big beat stick or a way to fuel standby. So, okay, understandable. One copy of Skill, Miss Innocent Kaguya. She has a lot of skills. 001K. Placed on stage from hand, you can pay 3. It's a stock swap. If you do, your opponent puts all of their stock into their waiting room and puts the same number of cards from the top of their deck into their stock. I love that. And then on attack, you can pay 1 to do Twin Drive. Okay, but cool. There's a stock swap in this set. I didn't know about that. Really cool. All right, next is I Bestowing Courage. At one point, this was like a pick 1 of 2 or 3 on the English restricted list, I think. I don't know if I'm confusing it with that or JP. It's whatever. 002K. When this card is placed on stage from hand, you can pay 1, pitch 1, search your deck for a Shuchin. And when your climax is placed on your climax area, you can return this to your hand. If you do choose one of your characters, it gets 2k power till end of turn. This is just really strong because you can just reuse that drop search effect over and over and over and over again. It's just really good. So, 4 copies of I Can't Hear the Fireworks, the standby, and 4 copies of Blessed Me, the level 1 pants trigger combo. So, that is going to be it for us today. It's interesting. I'm certain there's different ways you can approach this. Standby doing standby things. What Desmond said becomes truer each day. There you go. Kaguya. I didn't know there was such a combo for Kaguya. I may actually have to like build this on the simulator and like kind of fuck around with it just a little bit, just to see how this is. I like it. Like I said, I like the Exodia combo type decks. For anyone who isn't familiar with that, Exodia was like you get 5 cards together, you win. It's not a you win combo, but it's you want these specific pieces together type thing. And so that's really cool. I like decks that do this, whether it's Quints, whether it's like hell, the fucking like Mono Blue Titans back in the day was like a form of like Exodia, because you had to have like specific cards on the field. You wanted like a specific back row setup and everything. So it's just really cool. I like it when sets do this. Honestly, I'm okay if they do more stuff like this. It'd just be really cool. So that is going to be it for us today. Thank you very much, SpaceCowboy, for showing us that, baby, you are a firework. Show them what you're worth. And you're not worth a copyright. Anyway. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all the cringy YouTuber shenanigans, and we will see y'all on the flip side. Stay based.